Hello everyone, and welcome back to the show. We are really glad you are here with us today. We have a topic that is absolutely fundamental to English grammar. It is something every learner needs to get right, and yet it causes confusion constantly, even for people who have been studying English for years. Today, we are going to sort it out completely.
That is right. Today we are talking about singular and plural, and specifically about choosing between is and are. These two small words are forms of the verb be, and they are used in almost every sentence in English. Choosing the wrong one is one of the most noticeable grammar mistakes you can make, but once you understand the rules clearly, it becomes second nature.
We are going to cover what is and are, the basic rule, how subjects determine which one to use, tricky cases that confuse even advanced learners, common expressions, mistakes, two conversations, and a quiz. Let us start from the very beginning.
Let us start with the most basic rule. Is used with singular subjects, and are is used with plural subjects. A singular subject is one person, one thing, or one idea. A plural subject is more than one person, more than one thing, or more than one idea.
Singular with is. The book is on the table. My friend is waiting outside. The weather is beautiful today. She is a doctor. He is very talented. It is almost midnight. The company is growing quickly. One person, one thing, one place, one idea. All singular. All use is.
Plural with are. The books are on the shelf. My friends are waiting outside. The children are playing in the garden. They are both teachers. The results are very promising. The offices are closed today. More than one person, more than one thing, all plural. All use are.
So, the subject of your sentence controls which form you use. Before you choose is or are, you need to ask yourself one question. Is the subject of this sentence singular or plural? One thing means is, more than one thing means are.
Now let's talk about the special pronouns, because these follow their own fixed rules and you need to know them by heart. I use am, not is or are. I am a student. I am ready. You always use are. You are very kind. You are welcome. He uses is. She uses is. It uses is. He is tall. She is brilliant. It is too late now.
We use are. They use are. We are a team. They are coming tonight. And the question word, what, depends on what comes after it, but often uses is in questions. What is your name? What is the problem? These are all fixed forms that you simply need to memorize. The good news is that most of them feel natural very quickly because you hear them so often.
Now let's look at some of the trickier situations, because this is where learners start to struggle and where understanding the deeper rule really pays off.
The first tricky case is collective nouns. A collective noun is a word that describes a group of people or things, but is treated as a single unit grammatically. Words like team, family, government, committee, staff, group, class, audience, and company are collective nouns.
In American English, collective nouns are almost always treated as singular. The team is playing well this season. The government has announced new measures. The committee is meeting on Friday. Because the noun refers to one entity, even though it contains many members, American English treats it as one thing and uses is.
In British English, collective nouns can be treated as either singular or plural, depending on whether the speaker is thinking of the group as one unit or as individual members. The team is playing well, or the team are playing well, are both acceptable in British English. The committee has decided, or the committee have decided, both work. The choice depends on the speaker's perspective.
The safest approach, if you're not sure, is to follow the American English rule and treat collective nouns as singular. The team is, the family is, the company is. This will always be correct and widely understood.
The second tricky case is subject-verb agreement when there is a phrase between the subject and the verb. This is where many learners go wrong. The subject might be singular, but there is a plural phrase in the middle of the sentence and it sounds plural, so the learner uses are. But the verb must always agree with the real subject, not with the words in between.
For example, the price of the tickets is very high. The subject is the price, which is singular, so you need is, not the price of the tickets are. Even though tickets is plural, tickets is not the subject. The price is the subject. The price is high.
More examples. The quality of these products is excellent, not are. The list of requirements is very long, not are. The number of applicants is surprisingly high, not are. The impact of these decisions is significant, not are. In every case, you find the real subject, ignore the phrase in the middle, and match the verb to that real subject.
The third tricky case is there is versus there are. When we use there to introduce a sentence, the verb must agree with the noun that follows. There is a problem. Problem is singular, so there is. There are several problems. Problems is plural, so there are.
More examples. There is a cat in the garden, singular. There are 3 cats in the garden, plural. There is a reason for this decision, singular. There are many reasons for this decision, plural. There are no easy solutions, singular. There are no easy solutions, plural. Always look at the noun that comes after is or are in a there sentence to decide which one to use.
In informal spoken English, people often say there is even before a plural noun. There's 3 cats in the garden. You will hear this, but it is not correct in formal or written English. Always use there are with plural nouns in careful speech and writing.
The fourth tricky case is either and neither. When either or neither is the subject on its own, it is treated as singular and takes is. Either is acceptable. Neither is available. But when you use either or and neither nor to join 2 subjects, the verb agrees with the subject that is closest to it.
Either the manager or the employees are responsible. Employees is plural and it is the closest subject, so are is used. Neither the students nor the teacher is aware of the change. Teacher is singular and it is the closest, so is used. This rule is called the proximity rule, and once you know it, these sentences become much less confusing.
The fifth tricky case is uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are always treated as singular in English. Water, money, information, advice, news, furniture, luggage, and knowledge are all uncountable and all take is. The water is cold. The furniture is old but beautiful. The news is shocking. The information is accurate. The advice is very helpful. Never use are with uncountable nouns.
The sixth tricky case is sentences with amounts, percentages, and fractions. When you talk about a fraction or percentage of something, the verb agrees with the noun that the fraction or percentage refers to. 50% of the students are unhappy. Students is plural, so are. 50% of the water is contaminated. Water is uncountable and singular, so is. Half of the team is injured. Team is singular in this context, so is. Half of the players are injured. Players is plural, so are.
Now let us go through the mistakes, because these are the patterns learners need to watch out for.
Mistake number 1. Using are with an uncountable noun. A learner might say, the news are very sad, or the information are not clear. These are wrong. Uncountable nouns are always singular. The correct sentences are, the news is very sad, and the information is not clear.
Mistake number 2. Using is with a plural subject. A learner might say, the results is very good, or the children is playing. These are wrong because results and children are plural. The correct sentences are, the results are very good, and the children are playing.
Mistake number 3. Being confused by phrases between the subject and verb. A learner might write, the quality of these films are outstanding, because films sounds plural, but the real subject is quality, which is singular. The correct sentence is, the quality of these films is outstanding.
Mistake number 4. Using there is before a plural noun in formal contexts. Saying there is many options is wrong in careful English. The correct sentence is, there are many options. Always match the verb to the noun that follows in a there sentence.
Mistake number 5. Treating collective nouns as plural in American English contexts. A learner writing in American English might say, the team are playing badly this season. While this is acceptable in British English, in American English it should be, the team is playing badly. Know your audience and be consistent.
Mistake number 6. Using is or are with I and you incorrectly. A learner might say, I is a student, or you is very kind. These are completely wrong because I always takes am and you always takes are. I am a student, you are very kind. These are fixed forms that do not follow the normal rule and must be memorized.
6 mistakes and 6 clear corrections. Knowing these patterns will make your English significantly more accurate.
Now let us hear 2 conversations so you can see is and are working naturally in real situations, including some of the trickier cases.
First conversation. 2 students discussing their course.
Have you seen the new timetable? There are some big changes.
Yes, I noticed. The number of contact hours is much higher than last year. Is that right?
It is. Apparently, the quality of the lectures is going to improve as well. They've hired several new lecturers.
I heard. There's also a new assignment format. The instructions are a bit confusing, though.
I agree. The list of requirements is very long, and some of the criteria are unclear. Is the whole class aware of the changes?
Most of them are. The team running the course is sending out an email today with all the details.
Good. Either the email or the new handbook is going to explain everything clearly, I hope.
Did you notice? There are some big changes with plural noun. The number of contact hours is with singular subject number. The quality of the lectures is with singular subject quality. There is also a new assignment with singular. The instructions are plural. The list of requirements is with singular subject list. Some of the criteria are with plural criteria. The team is treating team as singular in American English style. Either the email or the handbook is using the proximity rule.
Second conversation. A manager talking to new staff members. Welcome, everyone. There are a few things I want to go over before we start the day.
Of course, we're ready.
First, the equipment in this room is shared between all teams. Please make sure everything is put back correctly after use. The furniture is also shared, so be mindful of others.
Understood. Is the printer working? It was not connecting yesterday.
It is now. The IT team has fixed it. The information on the shared drive is updated daily, so make sure you're working from the latest version.
Are the new staff profiles ready?
Not yet. The data for the new team members is still being processed. There are a couple of forms you all need to complete as well. The list of forms is on the notice board.
That conversation showed equipment is, furniture is, and information is, all as uncountable nouns with is. The IT team has, treating team as singular in American English. Data is as an uncountable noun. There are a couple of forms with plural. The list of forms is with singular subject list. A very natural professional setting with all the rules applied correctly.
Quiz time. 5 sentences. Correct or incorrect? Take a moment before each answer.
Sentence 1. The news are very worrying this morning.
Take a moment. This is incorrect. News is uncountable and always takes is. The correct sentence is, the news is very worrying this morning.
Sentence 2. There are several options available to you.
This is correct. Options is plural, so there are is the right form.
Sentence 3. The quality of his recent performances are outstanding.
This is incorrect. The real subject is quality, which is singular. The phrase of his recent performances is not the subject. The correct sentence is, the quality of his recent performances is outstanding.
Sentence 4. Either the director or the producers are responsible for this decision.
This is correct. Producers is plural, and it is the closest subject to the verb. Following the proximity rule, are is correct.
Sentence 5. The staff are working very hard this quarter.
This is correct in British English, where collective nouns can take a plural verb. In American English, the team is would be more standard, but the staff are is widely accepted, especially in British English contexts. How did you do? If you got all 5 right, you've genuinely understood the rules. If you missed some, go back to the key ideas. Always find the real subject, check if it's singular or plural, and match the verb accordingly.
Let us finish with a clear summary. Is goes with singular subjects. One thing, one person, one idea. She is, he is, it is, the team is, the news is, there is a.
Is goes with plural subjects, more than one thing or person. They are, we are, you are, the results are, the children are, there are several.
Special cases to remember. Collective nouns like team, family, and company are singular in American English. Uncountable nouns like water, information, and news are always singular. Phrases between the subject and verb do not change what the verb agrees with. Find the real subject and match to that. With either or and neither nor, the verb agrees with the closest subject.
The one question to ask every time: what is the real subject of this sentence, and is it singular or plural? That single question will guide you correctly in almost every situation.
And that's everything for today. We hope this episode gave you total clarity and real confidence with is and are. These are 2 of the most used words in English, and getting them right makes your grammar noticeably cleaner and more professional.
Your practice task: write 6 sentences. 2 using is with a singular subject, 2 using are with a plural subject, 1 using there is or there are correctly, and 1 using a phrase between the subject and verb to test yourself on agreement. That covers every important pattern from today.
Leave your questions in the comments. We love hearing from our listeners, and we answer everything we can.
Share this episode with someone who is learning English. Every share helps us reach more people, and we genuinely appreciate it.
Take care of yourself, keep practicing, and remember that grammar is not about memorizing rules. It's about understanding why the rules exist and then using them naturally.
We'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, and keep going. You're doing so well.